Welcome to the crash course on the Silk Road. Last time we covered historical globalization. In this video, we'll be focusing on the mighty Silk Road. It was a massive trading route from 200 BC to around 1300 AD that connected the Mediterranean, Asia, East Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. It extended over 10,000 kilometers and was used by nomads, merchants, soldiers, travelers, and traders. The Silk Road is mostly used for trade between Western Europe and China. Various prized goods were traded. The most famous were spice and silk. Many other things were passed around on the Silk Road. Sometimes the Silk Road was used for religious reasons. Many cultures from Asia and Europe went on pilgrimages. Many different religions were spread around. This caused a blending of ideas and the creation of new concepts. Well, the Silk Road was created because China, India, and Persia were all expanding. Discovered they were beginning to trade with each other and decided to build a connection of trails. During the lifetime of the Silk Road, many improvements were made to medicine, education, and science, as well as the introduction of Arabic numerals, which much of the world still uses today. The Silk Road was a path that connected many different cultures. The interaction between diverse people spread around new ideas and perspectives. Many new items were discovered because each culture was expanding and began trading. This raised the overall quality of life and was the start of independence. It significantly helped the economy of the trading villages. Building and developing a path to efficiently trade farther away was an obvious choice. Globalization is defined as a process of interaction among people, companies, and government driven by trade and information technology. Not much globalization happened before the Silk Road. Although the start of globalization is argued, it was hard for people to connect before the Silk Road. The Silk Road pretty much started globalization. It made cities dependent on one another and made economies based off trade. The Silk Road was an interaction among more people than ever in history. It's because of trade and was possible because of technology like horses, camels, roads, and mapping. There are multiple reasons why the Silk Road contributed to globalization. Although there wasn't a definite start to globalization, the Silk Road could have been it. Some experts say it could have been World War II, Christopher Columbus, or Genghis Khan's invasion. The Silk Road is one of the first big-time collaborations by almost a whole continent. The Mongols were in control prior to the Silk Road. This gave protection. Also, horses and camels were domesticated, making transportation more efficient. The Silk Road affected events like the Roman, Parthian, Kushum, and Chinese empires, which were the four greatest powers at the time, having stability. So one of the main reasons for the spread of culture all across Asia and Europe. It also led to more explorers, like one of the first Silk Road travelers, Fa Xian. When he set out for India in 300 AD, he was a Buddhist monk that traveled by foot. Later on, the Silk Road is recognized and a third route appears in the north. That was about 1,000 years after Fa Xian set out for India. China started to get even more curious and started exploring spice routes that led to as far as Africa. In 1800 AD, Baron Ferdinand von Richthofen, a German scholar, uses the term Silk Road for the first time. Then about another 100 years, the Europeans start traveling on the Silk Road again. That it was the Ottoman Empire that boycotted trade with the West in 1453, effectively ending the Silk Road. It was a path that made everything else possible. It spread around ideas about banking, money, new inventions, and showed the goods from other countries. This influenced more world exploration and world trade. Without the Silk Road, we wouldn't be at the level of globalization we are at today. Silk Road was not a single path from east to west, So Silk Route is greatly favored by historians, though Silk Road is the more common and recognized name. Just know, many people were made richer through trading through the Silk Road. On that note, on the next crash course, we'll be looking at mercantilism.